He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Go to 18.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Fournette. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the ready. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. Snap.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
15-1. 15-1. Yep. 54. Mike 54.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They'll go with a big back Fournette, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. 4th and goal, Charles. All the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done, and how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On second down, Cook looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Cousins. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 23 yards on the play.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing is Cousins. Flushed out right. He's going to take off. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Minshew, and he's going to go down again. Linval Joseph able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Well, they trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there. And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Cousins, going deep for Diggs. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum. See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Because
and he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, his 2nd sack of the night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Linval Joseph. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is taken around the 12.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Yeah. Hey, Alpha. Watch out. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. On the ball. Hit it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that touchdown should make you feel...
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening